Welcome to the Joblogic Customer Portal. The Customer Portal will give you job information, financial information and quotation details for your company. So let's go ahead and have a look at the Customer Portal. Firstly, put in your username and password and then click Log On. Here you'll be presented with a dashboard that shows you the basic details for work completed for your sites. At the top, you have a menu with a number of options. Firstly, the job option will give you a job desk showing you the current outstanding work on your sites. At the top of this desk, you have a nice little filter that you can use to drill down into any fine detail that you might want to find. So if we go ahead and have a look at a job, here at our top job you can see the site details and a brief description of the job and what is going on. You can also see the engineer who has planned to visit this job. If we click on the job number, that gives us much more detail. We have some banners across the top which segregate the information on this screen. We have our job details on the left, your customer details here, and the site details on the right, all of which contain hyperlinks to various things such as Google Maps or any talk functionality you might have set up in your office. Underneath those, we have these little tab headers here, again just giving you more and more information about the current work taking place. We have our notes telling us messages about this job. We have the assets that have been planned against the job for the engineer to go and visit. Any attachments, so for example we have a manual for the boiler that's been deemed the asset on this job, and any invoices, fault codes, and a tab that will show you any other jobs that are currently live for this site, like so. Underneath those tabs we can clearly see that the engineer is planned in and what date and time they are planned in. Once the engineer has been, the times, parts used, parts required and signatures sections will all get filled in and populated, and we can see specific notes for that engineer. So that is our job detail screen. In the same menu we also have a search by asset functionality. So in here, for instance, I could type in Baxi and it will find me any job that relates to an asset called Baxi on my job. I can use a description, I can use a model number, or I can use a part number for this function. Next to my jobs, I have a quotation system. Here you will find all the quotes that have been logged for yourself or your sites that are either approved, or waiting for approval, or you have rejected them. Again, your filters at the top will allow you to see the different options. So if I go in here and click on this quote, you can see the quotation details at the top with the quote number, the description, and how your customer has chosen to price this up to you. So this is a brief description here, and then what you can see in the attachments is the customer has chosen to give you a full quotation in detail attachment. So if you wanted to drill down further into the price and what's going to be involved in this quotation, you simply download the PDF. And again, there's some detailed notes here about the work that's going to occur on the site. Once you finish looking over this quotation, there is a nice little feature inside this online customer portal. You can simply approve or reject this quotation any time of the day online. So I'm going to go ahead and approve this. It's asking me if I'd like to enter an order number for my customer, so I'm just going to type in an order number there and any instructions. I can also attach a PDF version of a purchase order or any more information I wish to give my customer, and then approve my quote. This has now been ordered and will flag up in your customer's Joblogic desktop software that you have indeed authorized this quote for the work to go ahead. I have an invoice section. This will just show you any invoices that have been raised to your company, and you can simply open them up, download, print them, PDF, whatever you choose to do. The final two sections in this part here are to do with your site details and indeed your customer details. So if we start with customers, that's pretty straightforward. It's just confirming These are your correct details, and obviously if you see anything amiss, you can let your customer know. The site is going to list all the sites that the customer looks after for you. But what you can do in here is a nice, neat little feature. This is permissionable, by the way. If I click on my site here, I get all my site details, all the job history about this site, all the assets that are currently listed to the site, and attachments and any PPM schedules, which is really nice. I can click on my contract for the boiler service and see when all my planned maintenance visits are booked in, and indeed what they're booked in against, i.e. individual assets or tasks. So I can see all my planned maintenance that's forecasted and a range of other options. But what's particularly beneficial in this screen also is a log job functionality. So in here I can log a job to this site, and it's going to simply ask me some basic questions. Your customer will dictate what kind of jobs you can log. So for instance, I will log a call out job. Then my task type is what is actually wrong on this site. You can begin typing or scroll down and using the menus. So I could just simply say that the AC in my office is too hot and it won't cool down. Then I need to just type a brief description to explain this. Once I've typed my description, I can put in a preferred appointment date and time if I want, letting them know that I'm available after 4 o'clock today or tomorrow or Monday or whatever it might be. I can straight away give them an order number from my system as their customer, tell them who to contact, giving them a mobile or phone contact number as well, like so. Once I save it, that'll be my job logged, and it will alert your customer in their office on the Joblogic desktop software that you have logged a job for this particular site. Finally, we have our dashboard section. Here I have a customer dashboard which will show me all my metrics or my job statistics based on new jobs, completed jobs, first time fixes, in and out of target KPI results, outstanding versus completed, busiest sites, job counts, and so on. So this is just useful information that you can see in a flash. Also in my dashboards menu, I have my RefCom logbooks where I can check all my recoveries and additions and so on for RefCom, as well as any RefCom leak checks.